the lower extremities. And we're doing the hip specifically, although other muscles are going to be working at the same time, but we're focusing on the hip. So I want to try to improve Dan's strength of his hip extensors. So I'm going to have, I said it wrong. I was like, oh my God. Okay, all these years. All right, so I'm going to try to strengthen Dan's hip extensors. I'm going to give him some assistance because he's a little bit weak. Lift your butt up. Lift your butt up, Dan. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Lift, 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 lift. Okay. And now, I'm sorry.
You're just confirming.
Yes, hip extensors. Okay. Now he's a little bit stronger. He can complete full range against gravity. Lift up, Dan. Up, 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 up. Hold it. Hold it. Here he's doing an isometric contraction. Relax. Come back down slowly. Okay. Now, he's completed full range, so I want to give him resistance. So I'm maybe going to hold him down a little bit. Okay. Lift up, lift up, lift up. Hold it. And relax. Okay. So that's one way to do hip strengthening, hip extension strengthening. Come over here, Dan. I'm going to just stand up. Oh, wait. Lay down. Sorry. Can you roll over onto your side? Okay. So maybe I want to work on strengthening hip abduction. So Dan, I want you to lift your leg up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Hold it there. It doesn't go that far. Okay. Men are so different than women. Okay, lift your leg up. Again. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. So I'm using gravity as my resistive force. Maybe I'm going to tie a piece of TheraBand on his leg, and you're going to pull up, Dan, up, up. There's my TheraBand. It's clear. Clear color today. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
A clear one.
A clear one. On a clear day. Okay. All right, Dan, lift up. Up you go. Lift, lift, lift. Hold and relax. Okay. So we can work that way. I can work on just manual resisting him for another hip extension. Pull your leg back, Dan. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Hip flexion would be on the opposite side. Bring your leg forward, bring your leg forward, bring your leg forward.
So that's the example. She just switched her hand. She switched the whole muscle group. So when she was on the back of the leg, she was doing the extensor. She was on top of the leg, she was doing the flexor.
Now, we can work on graded sit to stand. Another way to work on hip extension if the patient's a little bit higher level function. Have the patient practice sit to stand from an elevated surface. Obviously, it doesn't take that much contraction or that much strength to come into a standing position. As you lower the surface the patient's sitting on, the patient has to work more to push themselves up into a standing position. Once you pass chair level, you can grade the activity even harder, have them getting up from a low stool, getting up from the toilet as a functional activity. Yeah.
And somebody said on field, who said on field work when people are, what do you, tell us what you see in field work when people are
That when people are sitting down, if you they don't have that eccentric, they just
They just, all right, eccentric is hard because they just use gravity to their advantage and we call it, they just plop down into the chair because they can't control the lower extremity eccentrically.
Yes. And I guess I was going to go there with this too. Having the patient do repetitive sit, stand, also repetitive step ups. There you go. Okay, and now push up, push up, push up, and down. stay with the left leg. Up and down. Don't put the right leg on the step. Hang it. There you go. Okay, so repetitive sit to stand. What am I strengthening right now in Dan's leg? Just generally. I don't want eccentric, or I just want to know what muscle groups. So. That's a bad habit. Huh?
Hip extensors.
Hip extensors, but what else? Quads, exactly. Perfect, perfect. So I can make it a little harder. Make the height that Dan's stepping up from considerably higher. Or I can take it down to 3 inches, where it's just a very small, I know, isn't it? Gradation. All right? So these are different ways that we